Welcome everybody to Daily Drivers Inc. Arca series at Talladega. This is week 5. I'm your host, Hilltop Bullet. As this is tonight, the duo of Talladega. Right after this, at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, they'll be going live for Talladega in the Cup car. As we get some cars on track, I will pull up your point standings for the time being. As you have Brandon Lawless in first place with 130 points, with Brandon Ybarra in second, Danny Sanchez in third, 118 points, Dylan Schmidt, Patrick Calgill, Mark Zabak, Zach Panzeroa, Glenn Grisby, Philip Beaver, and Philip Sanchez rounds up your top 10 in the points. Then you have Lucian Thomason, Christopher Calgill, Jordan Finnegan, Eric Gambrell, Joshua Nunes, Tommy Fox, Cody Matthews, Stephen Neal, and that will round. Oh, Zach Hillman, Gerald Rose. And that will round out your. Well, Steve Lewis, Dalton Bernius, Josie Quinn, Devin Sanchez, and that rounds out your top. And we'll take a look at the team standings as Backpack Racing leads the team champions over Team DDI 44 Ever with about a 24 or 26 point lead. And then you have Swim World Motorsports in third, Black Wolf Racing in fourth, and TI Racing in fifth. As we'll try to get some cars on track now. So look here, Patrick Calgill. Completes our first lap, 54.92. Brandon Lawless currently takes provisional pole. As the weather for tonight, 85 degree track temp, 80 degrees outside temp, and cloudy. Beautiful day here in Alabama on December 1st. Philip Sanchez takes provisional pole now. Take a look here. Coming to take his first lap now. Gas mover Tommy Fox just completed his second lap. Put him in ninth place. Phil Sanchez still holds provisional pole for the time being. As Chris Calgill moves up to third with a 54.46. Eric with a 55 even. Run that outside line for the first lap. See what he can put down for a second one. Eric, they're not able to improve. It looks like Jordan Finnegan is getting his laps in now. So we have 15 seconds left in qualifying. Comes around the line, see if he's able to improve any. Gets across the line in time. Or not. Puts it on pole. They're at the last bit of the second. As we'll take a look now. At the qualifying results. Let's see, Jordan Finnegan takes the pole here at Talladega with a 54.362. Philip Sanchez right behind, 2,800s off. Brandon Lawson third. Chris Cowgill in fourth. Patrick Cowgill in fifth. Cody Matthews sixth. Tommy Fox seventh. Brandon Wybera eighth. Glenn Grisby ninth. Jerry Rose 10th. Danny Sanchez 11th. Eric Gambrel 12th. Zach Panzarella 13th. Mark Zabak 14th. And that rounds out your time with Zach Panzarella and Mark Zabak putting down no times. So get started here tonight as we will be going green here shortly. So you wait for the pace car. We pull driver Jordan Finnegan. These cars are tons of fun to drive on Super Speedway's big draft package. Easy to, as we are now gritting, but fun to drive here at Talladega. We had a race earlier this year with the MRL, and at Charlotte and Daytona, both fun times to race in. So here we go. Doesn't look like anybody's starting in the pits, so everybody did grit up. I believe that is Jordan Finnegan's first pole of the season. Congratulations to him on that achievement. Here we go down the back stretch with control man will have the restart, so gotta wait for him to drop the green flag, and then we are gonna go green racing going into 3 now. Come to the green flag. Here we go. Pace car is off. Super long stretch till the flagman drops it as beautiful camera angle there. But we are green. Here we go. The side lane gets a good jump. Pulling away from the outside lane here. Yes, there goes the 10 of Cody Matthews to the bottom. Inside line got a good jump there. They now have a 6/10 gap as the outside line falling apart here. Jordan Finnegan able to hold on to the lead so far. Let's take a look back here as we look to be maybe going 3 wide as they block it off, and there goes the 62 But Danny Sanchez to the top. Getting pushed out. He's going to have to block that outside lane to get picked up. They look to go high, but they pick him up. Jordan Finnegan still has the lead. Be looking 4/10 now. Outside lane has 4 cars. Inside lane should be able to work together to keep that lead. But they have to work together really well. But you look there, Patrick Calgill has a little bit more of a gap than the outside lane does. So he now closes up together. A little squirry on the outside. That's Danny Sanchez. These cars are hard to hold together in the draft. And there goes the 83 of Lois to the outside. It's going to take the lap lead here. Big gap, though, forming between the outside lane. And there you go. They go down to the bottom. Still squirry in the draft, trying to push there. A little bit of side drafting going on now. Jerry Rose, it looked like he went up top 2. Outside lane's got to start forming up again to get back to the front. As that is the Eric Ambrell holding back just a little bit to go back to the front. Looks like, Jordan Finnegan pushing Danny now to the lead. They drops into front, so Danny and Finnegan now 1 and 2. So you got Philip Sanchez there on the outside, still trying to work that outside, leading that lane. So the rest of the field looks like they're just going to be staying packed, but that outside lane needs to stay single file. They're kind of forming a diamond there. Gotta watch out for those water and oil temps here around this track. These cars do overheat pretty easily. Hard to cool them back down too. So we are coming to lap number 5 now, as we now have 3 different leaders in this race. Danny Sanchez taking his second lap lead here. Danny Sanchez goes all the way down to the apron. Jordan Finnegan, having to make avoidtive action. Just 3 cars on the apron, able to keep it straight. 3 wide into 2. Goes Jordan Finnegan on the inside. Danny Sanchez kind of got loose there. As Phil Sanchez pulls out to the bottom. New top leader. New top leader is Brandon Wybera. We'll see if we have a new race leader here. We should, with neither one of them in the front. But who's it going to be? It looks like it is going to be Brandon Wybera taking the lap lead here. 4th new race change. They look to go to the inside. Jerry Rose is a clear. Contact. Able to keep it straight. Rose needs to pull back up to the top. Brandon Wybera takes over the inside lane. Rose is getting left out to dry there. Falling back deep in the pack. As there goes Jordan Finnegan to the outside. Pushing him now will be Gwen Grisby. Behind him, that will be Danny Sanchez, Jerry Rose, Cody Matthews, and Chris Calgill. Inside line pushers are Philip Sanchez, Brandon Lois, and Patrick Calgill. So we have some flipping around here. As now Glenn Grisby tries to get to the inside. Nobody's going to let him in. Clear 3 wide there. Looks like Cody's going to stay behind him and let him have some draft help. Tommy Fox. Now catching back up, and it looks like Gwen is able to get back in with no spins, but Wybera is still holding on to the lead of this race. Back up at your leader. Let's see if we can't get anything. Let's pull up the battle box real quick with top speed. Guys further in the pack are doing, looks like a little faster than the leader, so they should be able to catch up on the outside lane. Still a long way to go for this race to be decided. Now it's only 3-car pack at the top. Gwen found the spot to drop down, and back stands Cody Matthews and Chris Cowgill. And there goes Eric to the outside. They're going to try to help them get up to the front there. Brandon, now your biggest gainer, 7 spots up your leader. As he goes to the outside, oh, trying to block him off, but keeps it. Gonna keep this race lead in the moment. As Phillip is hanging a little further back. Oh, looks to get a little loose there. We'll go to Patrick and just take a look inside the vehicle and see what it looks like. This is the view you'll see racing. Not much to see if there's a spin in front of you. Go to the outside lane, and they're looking to be struggling just a little bit in the corners. We'll go to the blimp view just to get a outside line is falling apart now, as you see there in the blimp view. Oh, contact between Finnegan and the 62. Danny Sanchez. Oh, it sounds like a car sign, but they look like they keep it straight. Outside lane now falling apart. There goes Zach Pinzarello to the outside. That will be, looks like Libera and 63 Lowell is also outside. Panzarello trying to catch back up, trying to keep him up there. Here comes Panzarello, still looking loose, and Panzarello's going to push Lois. Oh, they're going to stay single file, or double 2 wide, no 3 wides. Patrick Cowgill now up to second. Phillip Sanchez gonna lead another lap. As here we come now to lap 12 of 60. And there goes what looks like to be Cody Matthews and Jordan Finnegan. Gonna take a run for getting back up there. And that is Chris Cowgill behind him, it looks like. Yes, and that John Deere Chevrolet. And now your new leader, lane leader for the top is Zach Panzarello. As Brandon Lois still managed to get back to the front and get in front of Phillip Sanchez. Not bad there. Got a couple names wrong. And Zach Panzarello gets back down. Oh, that's going to leave Jordan out to dry there. As we are again, looks like all single file as Cody Matthews gets pushed out wide. Tommy Fox out wide, taking the top lane, same as Jordan Finnegan. Chris trying to make his mind up there, sitting in the middle. The top guys have got to get bumper to bumper. Looks like we got 5 cars now in the top lane. See if they're able to make it work. Oh, and there goes Eric back to the bottom. Seeing that top line's not working. So they're still trying to make it work, but I'm not. They've got to get a little closer together to be able to get that draft working. As Rain is still leading this race. Here we go, and we're. Looks like Brandon trying to get air for Brandon Lowlis. Just running that midway line between the second and bottom line. Oh, gets a little loose there. Lowlis able to keep it straight still. Look like he's gagging it back up. The outside line's not making much progress. They're up to Patrick Cowgill now. Here we come to lap 16. Like further back in the pack, they're having a little trouble keeping it together with Dirty Air. There goes Eric to the outside again, gonna push. This 62 with Danny Sanchez all the way out to the wall, does get past. And here we go. So Eric is on the bumper of Jordan Finnegan there. Pops out a little wide, gets some air on the nose. Patrick Cowgill still just sitting in 5th place, being patient. To see what lap they can put on. Whoa, but there goes to the apron Phil Sanchez in a little loose out of the corner. Eric now up to 8th place. He's an outside line to gain some spots. It's Tommy and Cody are kind of stuck even with Patrick Cowgill not able to get anywhere. Still 2 wide in this race, coming to 19 to go. Looks like they are gaining a little bit of time. Tommy looks like they're getting a little more organized up to Phillip now. Brandon Wybera is still leading this race. Kind of settled down from the beginning of the race. we... Oh, it looks like Tommy and them might be able to get a good run here. Cody's gotta get to the bumper though. And Cody pushing. Still not exactly able to get by Phillip there. As Gwen Grisby joins that top lane too. And we got 39 to go this time by. Pretty clean race so far, no cautions. Just past the third of the race complete. Pretty impressive not to have any cautions by now. Looks like we're gonna stay in these two lanes for majority of this race. Doesn't look like many people are trying to go to the outside. As you look, as I say that, Danny Sanchez moves to the outside. Might have just barely been losing the draft on Panzarella there. That outside lane has fallen apart. Looks like it might be pit cycle time. As Cody drops in line 2, Tommy Fox on the outside alone. Jordan Finnegan down on the apron. So we'll take a look here, see if any of these guys come flying down pit road this time. Oh, and there goes Eric to the outside with Jerry Rose. Might be willing to push it one more lap than the rest of these guys, but it looks like we're getting single file to get into the pits. As there goes Brandon Lois. Oh, Phillip Sanchez almost gets it back into Lois there. So we'll pick up this. Up as we'll pick up your new leader, Eric Gambrell. Gonna lead your first lap. And now 22 laps on here as take a look. Here comes these guys. We'll take a look at the pit stop. It's not going to give us that. Well, it looks like from what I see, looks like tires. Yes, 4 tires for all of them. As we'll take a look back at your new leader, Eric Gambrell. Zach Panzarella now up to 3rd. Jerry Rose pushing. See when these guys come down. As there you see, guys who pitted first, if they're able to get around them, that'd be, for they have to pit, that'd be beneficial to them. Does look, I'll see what the I think I missed a couple as Mark Zabok, Jordan Finnegan, Chris Cowgill, Glenn Grisby, and Tommy Fox all in the pits now. Oh, they're all getting a little squirrely. Might had an incident on pit road. Tommy Fox got in his pit box a little later. Everybody, so here comes the rest of the field down the pit. It's going to be a drag race to get out of the pit as Patrick Calgill outbreaks everybody and gets the lead in that pack. See, pick up Mark Zabak here, coming out of pit lane. Here comes that pack behind. Grant Grisby should be able to catch them, but looks like everybody took tires, I believe. 13, 14, 15 second pit stops. Jordan Finnegan and Chris Calgill try to get organized here. As here comes Patrick Calgill and Eric. Drag race coming out, and the three of them, three back there, are all lined up. They probably should slow down just a little bit, let them in. As here comes the pack. Doing about 20 miles per hour faster than the rest of them. Here we go, here comes. See which way they go, or they back off and let's join that line. Looks like Phil Sanchez is going to go outside. Scotty Matthews is down on the apron. Looks like he had a loose moment, might have been a bad push. Now we're forming a two-lane. Oh, Cody Matthews gets Brandon Lois out this side with Brandon Ybarra. As they do get in front, and we now have a line of, I believe that is 8 cars. Yes, 8 cars. Take a look here. As Patrick Calgill does get a couple laps left here. We're not sure how long it will last, as they are doing 182 with the bar doing 187. They will get caught eventually. As here comes the next group. They go high. Does anybody say, well, it does not look so? I have to tag on the rear of this pack. Oh, there goes. Oh, moment there as Philip Sanchez tries to come down. Doesn't look like he was clear. It looks like Danny is going to let him in. But we now have 2 wide racing. Oh, 3 wide maybe. Not just quite 3 wide, as they're going to get that all sorted out. So we go back to our wide camera views. That is a pack of from 3rd to 13. Oh, not 13. 12. So almost a 10 car. Oh, and we have a spin. Panzarella around. No caution yet. Looks like he kept it out of the wall. No caution there. Go back up to the front. It's going to throw him off a little bit. But we will go. Looks like they're going to get that sorted out. So we will go take a look back at that real quick. We'll see what happened here. It does clap the wall just a little bit. So we'll take a look here. As like pretty clean. A little slight checkup. Oh, and Cody just gets in the back of him a little too hard there and spins him around in. A light tap on the wall there. We'll go back to your leader here, Patrick Calgill. as they are catching rapidly. 04 Wybera. Fortunate situation for Zach Panzarella. Oh, Wybera goes high. There, it looks to block him off a little bit. It's like they're just going to join that line there as you got Jerry Rose on the outside being pushed by Danny Sanchez and Jordan Finnegan right behind. See if they can make that work. Oh, Chris might be joining. Looks like this be sent back in the pack. As Patrick Calgill was your stage winner, had that last lap. Lap 30. Looks like we're going to be settling down for the next 30 so laps. As they did in the draft, you can do about 25 laps it looks like, so they will have to pit again around lap 50. Oh, as Eric goes high. Jerry Rose goes to the middle, gonna force Eric all the way to the outside, make it 3 wide. Eric's gonna drop all the way back to the outside line. Falls back in. As Patrick Calgill now has Brandon Wybera pushing him. Jerry Rose with Danny Sanchez on the outside. Oh, it looks like Danny Sanchez is... Oh, and Jerry Rose pulls out in front of Patrick Calgill, your new race leader, Jerry Rose. 3-car line at the top. Didn't see that work very well earlier in the race, but we'll see if it works any better here now with these group of 3. Danny Sanchez, Jordan Finnegan, and I believe that's with 35 of Philip Sanchez. Oh, as Danny Sanchez pulls down in front of Jerry Rose. That leaves 2 cars on the outside. See if any of them will be able to get that gap right there. Gets to the bottom. Looks like Jordan's thinking about it as they both pull down. We're single file now. Danny Sanchez, your new race leader, up 10 spots so far in this race. With 26 to go. So as a leader, it looks like you could do about 22 laps, I believe. So it'll be interesting to see if these guys pit with 22 to go. Yeah, about probably 10 laps. We are going to have some lap traffic. With Glenn Grisby, Zach Panzarella, and Tommy Fox. As we now have an outside line for and Jordan Finnegan leading it. Oh, as Mark Zabak jots back down the middle, but that is, I believe, yes, that is the 03 of Chris Calgill pushing Jordan Finnegan there. They're stuck on the outside alone. Jordan Finnegan still on the outside. They all get single file again. 25 to go. As you see there, you see Tommy Fox on the distance as Cody Matthews pops out wide. Cody. That would be Mark Zabok popping out. Oh, big wreck. That's Brandon Ybarra. Still no caution. Not sure how that wasn't a there, and there's their cautions out. Brandon Lowell's Ybarra have a huge wreck here. Happens here. Oh, and that's just fortunate push by Eric there. So that looks like that might be a fast repair moment for both the Brandons. Been having a super strong night so far. Well, hopefully they can get that fixed and get back to it. So we got 24 to go, so if you save fuel, you should be able to make it here. Be interested to see the rest of the pack pits are. So we'll see if we can't get Panzarella in here real quick. Panzarella, we got you?
Yeah, what's up?
That has to be a little bit of a lifesaver there, that caution. Y'all were getting close to going a lap down with the unfortunate spin.
Yeah, that was a big caution.
Yeah, that was a big one. As we look here, we got, looks like, is that everybody coming down the pit? Looks like, yes.
Yeah, I can see from this view.
But from my calculations, if you're leading, you can only do about 22 laps, but the rest of the field could do 25. So.
Yeah, you're correct. I think this should do us in. Obviously, if you lead this whole time, which I'm not going to have to worry about, you might be in trouble. And I would not be surprised if we go to overtime. But I do think for the majority of us, this should be our last pit stop, God willing.
Well, alrighty. Well, good luck rest of the race. Look. We're having a good run there, but good luck rest of the race. Hope to see you in victory lane.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
That was Zach Panzarella coming in for this little quick interview. As your new race leader, Patrick Cowgill, coming out of the pits. 7.35 pit time, only 34 seconds. Beat the next car out by 0.7 of a second out of the pit lane time. Looks like we have a lot of fuel only. Back half of the grid took tires. Looks like Eric sat in the pits that did damage repairing, same as Ybarra. Looks like that car is good and fresh, and same as Eric's, so they'll be back ready to go. As Patrick Cowgill, your new race leader, had a bunch of lead changes so far in this race tonight. A lot of action here with the last 30 laps to go. As we do have another Chris Cowgill coming down to take a top off. Same as Philip Sanchez, Brandon Lowell, Glenn Grisby, Tommy Fox, Zach Panzarella, Brandon Ybarra, and Eric Gainville. All coming down to top off on fuel, it looks like. Maybe fix some more damage for a few of those guys. Looks like most of them just topping off fuel. Yep, just all top offs there as we are 1 to go. As we're coming back, we will have 21 to go. Coming to the line as the field tries to sort out where they're supposed to be. Quick look at it. We got plenty of time to finish this race with 52 minutes left in the session. That is due to the practice starting for the Monday night MRL Cup Series, but we are coming to the green flag here. Patrick Calgill does have control. His pace car is off.
Green flag.
And we are green. Patrick gets a decent job. Doesn't leave Jerry in the dust to keep that draft. Oh, Cody Matthews at 9, trying to slide down, but doesn't have the room. Jordan Finnegan pushes. As Cody Matthews gets down, as that leaves Mark Zabach outside. But here comes Tommy Fox. He gets down. Tommy Fox and Vac Panzarella ripping around the outside. Here comes Eric 2. Jerry Rose looks to the outside of Patrick Calgill. Not gonna have much help. As that outside line's all the way back into only 8th place. Danny Sanchez, Patrick Calgill have about a 1-car gap to the back. Here we go, 20 to go. Jerry Rose and Tommy Fox and Zach Panzarella got time to run just right to get in the front, be able to hold it as Eric Gambrill leaves him for the dust. It goes to the bottom. 3-car line at the top and see if they're able to make it work. As looks like Brandon might have some more. Oh, Patrick Calgill into the wall. Able to keep it straight. Gonna come back up on track. Stays out, everybody. Cody Matthews got to take the lead here. Does get the lead, but we're going to go take a look back at what happened to Patrick. It looks like Patrick tried to turn back up, but this wasn't. Was on the bumper. Get some little squirrely. Now Patrick needs to. Oh, and there goes the big one at Talladega. As pieces are flying everywhere. That's exactly what Patrick needs. We'll get a chase view of Jordan Finnegan here. Oh, gets stuck in the middle, and Jerry Rose comes up just a hair. Oh, and this gets rear-ended with somebody trying to avoid the wreck. Fortunate timing for him. Well, let's see if we can't get as Tommy Fox, new race leader. Actually, let me double check, make sure. Hey Patrick, we got you.
Yes, sir.
Well, that was a little lucky with that caution coming out right after you got a little. Was it just on it? He was on your bumper and you just came up a little bit, or?
No, I think he got a little janky and couldn't get squared back up.
Well, luckily caution
The
came
car
out.
was all wobbly and stuff, so.
Yeah, I've noticed that in this race. It looks like in the dirty air, it's just not easy to keep a hold of. But luckily the caution came out. Not gonna go a lap down, and got 18 to go. We're gonna be, I believe, 16 by when we go back green.
Yep, I'm gonna take 4 tires and get my damage repaired with the fast repair. Take full fuel, get this thing as stable as I can get it, and try to make a run for the front.
Don't blame me there. Well, good luck. Hope to see you in victory lane. That was Patrick Cowgill. So he comes down, as he said, take 4 tires, fuel, and a fast repair. But we'll take a look at your new race leader, Tommy Fox. As it looks like we have Jordan, Philip, Patrick, Eric, Jerry, and Zach Panzarella in the pits. So Eric jumps in and out of his pit stall. Going to be a quick pit stop there. Yes, 5.77. We'll take a look. Panzarella now 30 seconds in the pit box. We're going to have 16 to go. We'll be coming 15 to go once we get around, as Zach Panzarella is still in the box. Looks like that car is pretty freshened up now. As he does get going. Can't see them yet, but they are coming quick. His light should be off on the pace car this time by. Can't get a good camera angle of that when it crosses the line. Yes, lights are off, so we will be going green next time by, as Cody Matthews will be joining Tommy Fox on the outside. I believe if I take a look, Cody Matthews and Mark. As here we go, pace car's off. We're coming to 15 to go. Next, at the drop of the green flag. Panzer looks like he's able to get that car fixed up, same as Patrick. Looks like Jerry Rose was able to get cleaned up pretty good too. So here we go. We'll go up to our zoom camera and get a good look at this restart.
Green flag, green flag.
Yes, here we go. Tommy. Then he gets a little better jump than Tommy did, but that's going to give Cody Matthews and Mark Zabak a great run on the outside with Brandon Lois there too. Oh, and there goes Patrick Cowgill through the middle, 3 wide. He's got to keep this rapid. Zach Panzarella is going to join him. Maybe Jerry Rose pops up too. Not yet, but oh, Panzarella gets a little loose there. Patrick has room to drop down to the bottom, but not any. Patrick drops down to the bottom. Panzarella's going to go to the top. As Lois ditches the top, it goes to the bottom. Patrick Cowgill up to 4th place now from the wide views. Panzarella goes to the bottom too. Top lane not working so far. Is contact between Mark Zabak and Cody Matthews. As here comes Eric and Jerry Rose with Tommy Fox to the front. 3 wide in the back. Got a single file out there. Here we go. We got 2 people working together tonight. Jerry Rose and Eric. So we'll see what Panzarella and Patrick can do. Teammates in DDI 44 ever. Glenn Crispy separating them, but they should be able to time a run pretty well together. If the outside line doesn't get even with Panzarella in the next couple laps. They are even now, but Eric loses them as Cody Matthews looks to be coming down in the pit. As Chris Cowgill goes for the lead as Eric goes to the middle. We're 3 wide going into 1. Jerry Rose looking with Eric. Tommy looks to be dropping down that middle lane too. And Chris Cowgill is going to get left off to dry there on the outside with Jordan Finnegan. That's going to let him in. Patrick Cowgill in a great place right now to do some damage. Sitting in 2nd place, pushing Danny Sanchez. So they all look to be trying to get single file back out for these last 13 laps to go. And Cody now leaves pit lane. Not sure he wasn't short on fuel with only a 7-second stop. Here we go, 12 to go. He's got some fine there in the bag. That would be, looks like Wybera and Jordan Finnegan side by side. Same as Jerry Rhodes and Tommy Fox there. Be interesting, last 11 laps to go. We'll take a look further back in the field. Tommy Fox looks to be forming up with Chris Cowgill and maybe Jordan Finnegan. They're going to need some more help to get up to the front. They are still side by side back here, not able to make any progress. They got to get a little bit further out, left side drive to the outside of the corner. As Eric goes to the outside. Oh, it gets close to Zach Panzarella, tries to side draft, but doesn't work, but does kill his run. Eric Gambrill looking to try to make a move to the front here on the outside. With 10 to go, this time by. So Panzarella able to break the draft there. Brandon Lowell is now bound and Eric Gambrill side by side. Perfect side drafting from Eric there to slow down that line. It's still only 3 cars at the top, so it's going to be hard to get anything done. Got that bottom line coming apart. Panzarella still stuck to the inside of Eric. Not going to be able to go to the outside without pushing him out of the way. Eric gets a good run there, all the way up to 4th so far. Here we go, 9 to go. Jordan Fink and Chris Calgill join that line. Interested to see what White Bear does here. He's been patient so far this run, being further in the back. Oh, we got Tommy Fox blinking. Looks like they're going to keep it together, but that is going to hurt their momentum. Still watching Eric Gabriel trying to make his way up to the front after making that move to the outside. See if he'll make it work. It's worked so far. Up about 3 or 4 positions from that move. Quinn Grisby also having a good run tonight. As Eric now does have a nose ahead of Zach Panzarella, does get the position. They're slowly making their way up each one car at a time. Here comes such a time for Patrick Calgill. See if he's going to make move to the outsider and keep pushing Danny. So we come to 7 to go. Eric's doing a good job side drafting so far, but it looks like they're going to fall back just a hair there. As Glenn goes to the top, gonna give Zach Panzarella a move, but they push him all the way out wide. Eric Gabriel sends Glenn Grisby to the high side, and he's gonna drop all the way back to 9th so far. Keeps dropping down to 11th. Looks like he's gonna stop the bleeding at 11th. And here comes the lap car of Cody Matthews. See what happens here. Watch his rapid catch up here. They're going to move to the outside. We'll take a look up. It blocks Eric. Leaves Patrick, but Eric gets the inside. As we're coming to 5 to go, big bump from Zach Panzarella into Patrick Calgill to give Eric the boost. Outside line's falling apart. There are multiple lanes now. We're coming 5 to go. Comes the side drive. Danny's got to get them to slow down in the corners. Get the run. And he's going to get Eric's not able to hold on. He's going to be able to hold on to the bottom. Yes, but Danny slides down. We're 3 wide going into 2. Keeping it straight, pushing them all the way out wide. It's got 2 cars in the wall. Still in the wall. It's Eric now pushing, but Zach Panzarella and Patrick Calgill now are going to be hooked up together for these last few laps as we come to 4 to go. You get the brother of Patrick Calgill right behind Zach Panzarella, Chris Calgill. See if they're able to work together. It's a 3 car versus a 2 car with 4 to go. Almost there, but gets a little bit wide, but there's no outside line. As Chris Calgill goes outside. There goes Jerry Rose. Also, Zach Panzarella needs to get to the bumper of Patrick. Oh, Patrick looks maybe to take it 3 wide. So we're still double file here. As here we go, 3 to go this time by. Tommy Fox has dropped way back off the pack now. So we're 3 wide with Chris being left out. Jerry Rose have to be all the way at the wall. Oh, Cody. Cody Matthew goes down the apron, but he is a lap car, so he's just sitting back there. Danny Sanchez still holding this lead as we come to 2 to go. And defend that outside. Not sure if Eric hasn't cooled his car off enough for these last 2 laps, but we'll see. Just enough room there for a car to take the middle. See if anybody does as we are coming to the white flag. Coming down the backstretch as Chris Calgo goes out wide. Patrick Calgo goes wide too. They drop down in the middle. Patrick still 3 wide. Gonna pick up Jerry. Gets back down to the bottom. It's gonna have a huge run here. They're trying to figure out where to go. As we're coming to the white flag now. And we have picked up the white flag. Here we go, last lap at Talladega. Brandon Lewis is now in the lead. Patrick Cal goes all the way out wide. Oh, and there's a car spun. Danny Sanchez around. Collects Eric Gambrel. Glenn Grisby. Big one there, but we're going to stay focused there up in front. Eric spinning like crazy. There's Cody Matthews stuck on the wall. Zach Panzarella to the outside. Patrick Calgo behind him. We're going to have to get a drag race here. So here we go. Here goes Jerry. Drag race to the line. Brandon Lewis goes up high. And Jerry goes around. And it is going to be Brandon Lewis for your race win. And it's going to be Patrick Calgo and Zach Panzarella. It's your finishing result. What an end of the race there. We'll go back and take a look. Let's see. A good car. I think maybe Eric should be a good one to take a look at there. See, he's stuck on his hood there. So we'll take a look what happened here. Danny Sanchez gets a little tap from it, and we just have chaos there as Eric just tumbles down the track. Man, oh man. But we'll go back live and watch Brandon Lewis do his burnouts. Burnout to start the race, but doing that, we will get the race results up. So we have here your race winner, Brandon Lewis, here at Talladega Super Speedway. Patrick Calgill finishes second. Third place, Zach Panzarella. Brandon Whitebera 4th. Jerry Rose 5th. Tommy Fox 6th. Jordan Finnegan 7th. Chris Calgo 8th. Glenn Grisby 9th. And Mark Zabok rounds out your top 10. Then you have Philip Sanchez in 11th, Danny Sanchez in 12th, Eric Gambrill 13th, and Cody Matthews in 14th. Which we shall see if we have anybody waiting for interviewing. Yes, we do. All right, this is your third place finisher, Zach Panzarella. We have you.
Yes, sir.
Well, that was one crazy ending to Talladega. Send it off as Talladega should be sent off.
Yeah. That was absolutely insane. First off, I'm watching the replay now. I'm super sorry to Danny. I did not. I mean, I thought he was going up high, and I was like, okay, all you, Danny. And so I went to fill the gap, and then it looks like we just came together, and that set off a massive wreck, and Eric flipped like 1,000 times. So yeah, that was crazy, and then just couldn't really build a run after that. Kind of just had to hope for the best, and had a fun little photo finish with the teammate there.
Oh yeah, it was a big drag race there at the end, but it looks like for how unfortunate during the race you were, you'd end up a little fortunate, able to salvage a third place out of it, get a podium. Not a bad finish for you. I think you also
I'll take it.
Finished.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
10 positions from your starting position, so
that's better than I would have expected. Like even with like 5 to go, it did not look like today was going to go my way. Got a good start on that last restart there, and was able to maintain that position, and felt really, really good about the end of the race. Honestly, I thought we had a chance to win it. I wanted to be, in second or third place. That's where we were. And then things got messy, as they always do, and I was lucky just to survive, to be honest. So again, sorry to Danny about that. He definitely has a right not to be happy with me, and yeah, just Talladega, I guess, just got crazy there at the end. And yeah, I'll take a third place finish. Really, definitely with that horrible first race, already used my drop race there, really, what I'd like to be my drop race, right? So did not want another bad finish, so really happy to get out of here with the podium.
alrighty, will you have any shout outs for the night?
Yeah, just shout out to the sponsors, Daily Drivers Inc., VRN, Vortex Racing Network. Awesome having that paint scheme out there today. And you in the booth doing an amazing job. Really been loving these live broadcasts here for DDIRL. Really means a lot. Shout out to all the guys who showed up. No, we didn't have as big of a field as we like to have here, but coming fresh off a holiday weekend, I guess you kind of had to expect something like that, right? So it is what it is. And or maybe people were just afraid of experiencing what happened. So who knows what it was, but I just want to shout out everyone who did show up and everyone who's been running this this season. It's been a lot of fun, and make sure to tune in about an hour for some MRL Cup Series on the same network. But shout out to you, Hilltop. It's always great watching you, and thanks to all those that are watching at home.
Yep. Well, I look forward to seeing you next week. I believe we're at Watkins Glen.
Yes, sir. Can't wait.
So look forward to see you there. Know you're fast there, but have a good night and good rest of the season.
Thank you, sir.
Alrighty, we got your second place finisher here, Patrick. We got you.
Yep.
Well, no, it's not what you were looking for, but we're able to get back to the front for at least a second place finish. Crazy last lap, but good to get a podium.
Yeah.
Want to talk us through that last lap? Looked crazy from your perspective. Went from the high side to low side and back to the high side there.
Yeah, we got 2 to go, and I figured that was my time to do something, so I tried to make some moves. I thought Gerald was gonna stay with me, like stay up in front of me, and he ended up dropping to the low line, and I think I had Sanchez right below me, which kind of screwed me there. And then Zach, I thought was gonna push me, and he ended up going to the low line, so then I had to wait for him to get by so I could get behind him, and I beat him by like 0.003 of a second or something like that.
Let's see. 4 thousandths. 4 thousandths of a second. But good race, some good racing. Great last lap for Talladega send off. But do you have any shoutouts for the night?
I gotta thank my sponsor, CTN MB1 Connected Care. Thank my wifey for letting me race, and thank you for putting on the broadcast. All of my teammates at DDI and the DDI people that put the league on. And also, I'm looking forward to next week at Watkins Glen.
I am looking forward to watching you at Watkins Glen. You are a very fast road course racer, and kind of upset that I don't get to race with you. But look forward to see what you can do next week, and hope you have a good night.
Yep, thanks, Alex.
Alrighty, we got your race winner here, Brandon. We got you. Maybe. Brandon, you there? See if I can't shoot him a message.
Hey, you got me?
Yep, got you now.
Sorry about that.
I've
been having mic troubles.
All good. Well, glad to have you here in Victory Lane. Want to talk us through those last 4 laps? Looks like you got past. I think Wybera was in front of you, if I remember correctly, or Sanchez, and I blinked once, and then you're in the lead.
Yeah, I tell you what, if it wasn't for Brandon, we knew Danny was up there, so I was just trying to get hooked up with Brandon, and we made it up there, and I don't know what happened at the end. I hope I didn't come down on everybody, but it's all about survival tonight.
Yeah, that's Talladega for you. It looks like that drag race to the end looked like a fun one. I saw nothing wrong with what you did, but yeah, I think that's the best you can get for Talladega. Only, I think, 4 cautions, I believe? Or 3 cautions in that last wreck.
I tell you what, everybody did a good job, because watching on TV or YouTube, we're out here running 3/4 of the throttle, and you can get such a big run on everybody. Everybody did an awesome job.
Oh yeah, these cars have a crazy draft package here at Super Speedways. In another league we do, we actually turn down the amount of drag, or we turn up how much drag they get, because it's very easy to get the penalty limit of getting a drive-through here. Not careful with the 4Xs.
Yes, sir. Man, I just want to give all my sponsors a shout out. 44 Drywall, Coach, Wildbear. I'm glad we got hooked up there at the end. And C&D Sport Cards.
Alrighty, well, are you looking forward to or not looking forward to the road course Watkins Glen next week?
I'm not a road course guy, so that's going to be another survival.
Alrighty.
But at least it's Watkins Glen. That's my best road course track, so we'll see what happens.
There's some forgiveness to that track, unlike Chicago, where you make a mistake and you're in a barrier.
Yeah, that's what happened to me last year.
Alrighty, well, fun to watch your race, and look forward to see what y'all can do next week and the rest of the season.
I appreciate it, and I appreciate y'all for putting this on every week.
You're welcome. That was your first place finisher, Brandon Lowlis, as that kind of rounds off our race tonight. As you heard Zach Panzarella say, come join us here in about an hour 15 from now, here on the same network, VRN, for the Cup cars at Talladega for the MRL race. But this was Hilltop Bullet here in Alabama at Talladega. Hope everybody has a good night, and I'll see y'all next week.